What's up? It's your boy Joel Ortiz, and I want y'all to keep it locked right here because y'all watching the real Gully TV. It's official. This ain't no phony business right here. This is Gully TV. You keep it right here. Yawa.
You ready, Nick? Let's get him.
So in the news, watching Gully TV, I got a very special guest in the building. We actually did this about 6 years ago over the phone. I don't know if you remember that. When I asked Roscoe, he said he didn't say anything.
It's been a
long time.
It's been a minute.
Right. I appreciate having you in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Man, appreciate you for having me, man. My fucking general, Reed Dollaz. Big Philly, man. Big deal. What's up?
Really, really big deal in Philadelphia. One of the questions that I want to pose to you first was, what was it like becoming a legend in your teens?
There was some good and there was some bad with that.
Yeah, explain.
Just growing up fast. You know what I'm saying? Streets made me grow up real quick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jumped in this rap shit, in and out of juvenile placements and shit like that. So, it took a toll on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got PTSD to this day from all the shit we went through.
Right.
But, at the end of the day, it really didn't hit me until really like my mid-20s.
Yeah.
Like on how big this shit really was getting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it really didn't hit me. I didn't understand. It was more like, it was a blur because we was just really tapped into, we was kids doing what we love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And none of this shit was really intended to go viral.
Right.
This was hood shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing my thing with the battle culture and all that, the tour off of the streets and shit. And, the back and forth with Meek and all that was hood shit.
Yeah.
We ain't know that shit was gonna go viral.
You didn't expect it to turn into what it turned into?
Nah. Woke up one morning with 5 million on one video.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Going crazy every high school, junior high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy. Just crazy, man.
What type of expectations was placed on a teenager at that point? Because there was a next level that you still had to conquer as far as breaking out of the Northeast, breaking out of Philadelphia, and ultimately doing music and being appreciated and respected for music.
Right.
Was the fact that you became a huge viral sensation at such a young age, did it place some obstacles in front of you?
Yes, it placed some obstacles in front of me, and it was definitely a lot of lessons learned.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was one of the first out of the DVD era to get signed and see that money. And when that money was gone, I had to humble myself. I had to learn to humble myself. I had to go back in that cubbyhole and rebuild myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's always the yin and the yang. It's like, yeah, he got the money. The deal didn't quite go through the way that we wanted it to. We all had great intentions on it happening, but it was a new label and these guys really didn't have knowledge of the industry.
Right.
So that situation fell. But yeah, it took a toll on me.
Who actually gave you your first opportunity?
My first opportunity was Beyond Bar Records, South Philadelphia, Italians, heavy dudes, a lot of, heavy shit.
Right.
A couple lawyers, a couple, business owners. They came together and they wanted to get into the music. And the story's so random. It's just like the guy that was promoting me, OG Top Class, when we was doing all the DVDs and stuff, he went to traffic court. Long story short, the lawyer Vinny DeFino beat the traffic court case for him, so he walking him outside. He said, "Yo, take this CD. This is my artistry $3." CD make it back to the lawyer house. Lawyer kids go crazy. Right. Hey, what you know about Reed Dollaz?
Yeah.
He called my man. My kid's going crazy over him. I want to meet him. 2 weeks later, it was on.
Right.
So these are a group of guys that didn't have the knowledge of the industry, had every intention to make me a star, but didn't have the knowledge, and that budget got raped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when it was time to come back on board for investors, nobody really wanted to pull back in, so that situation went sour.
Right.
I had to sit for 4 years and rebuild myself.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. 4-year contract.
What did THRU Off of the Streets do for Reed Dollaz?
THRU Off of the Streets was my launching pad.
Yeah.
For sure. It changed my life. Shout out to Big Star, man. Forever grateful, forever thankful. That shit changed my life. I remember being hot in my neighborhood, 14, 13, 14, shit like that, run around the hood, battling everybody, going neighborhood to neighborhood. But I got caught up. I went to juvenile placement. I did about 18 months.
Yeah.
So when I'm in this juvenile placement, I was already hot on the streets. But when I get in this placement, I got 18 months to sit down.
Yeah.
And this is where I created Read Dollaz. This is where Read Dollaz really began, because that whole 18 months I was writing retardedly, like crazy. I came home with a million. And when I came home, Big Star was right there for me. You know what I mean? My man Eddie Marsh was like, yo, you gotta get on Star. Star heard me.
Yeah.
You wanna get on the road? I'm like, shit, I ain't got nothing to lose.
Right.
Let's get it.
And when he took you to Harrisburg?
We went to Harrisburg first.
Tell me what it was like getting on the road and battling, representing Philadelphia at such a young age. You held that shit down, by the way.
Man, thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Man, it was, it's a feeling I can't really describe. Like I said, I was the man in the hood running around. I was smashing everything around the city. So to step out the hood for the first time and, get on the road, go up the highway, and go to another neighborhood and rep like that. We was 20 cars back to back on the highway. Like it was a sight to see, man. It was dope, man. It was just, I can't really describe the feeling, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's fresh out of placement. It's like, let's get it. I got a million. I'm so motivated. I'm so locked in on it. That was a great time to be alive.
When Kobe Bryant was questioned about some of the guys that defended him and gave him problems and shit like that, he mentioned Tony Allen, a guy named Tony Allen. If it was somebody in the battle rap culture that gave you some problems, who would that be?
We talking about DVD era or like battle rap, URL?
You could say
anybody.
I was thinking overall, URL and everything.
Okay.
Who would that person be?
I say the person that I give the most respect to is two of them. One for his consistency, Joey Jihad.
Okay.
And Meek.
Meek?
Meek was consistent, man.
Okay.
Meek was very consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll never sit here and lie to kick it.
Right.
He wanted that shit, and he knew the formula. In order to be the best, you gotta get at the best. And at that time, I was already buzzing. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm before me because I was already on Tour for the Streets doing me. He didn't battle rap like us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was just freestyling little shit on little DVDs and stuff. But so I was already popping, and he was just consistent. I remember I tried to block that shit too for like months. One of my homies was like, listen, bro, I know how you are. You don't want to get shit no shine, but you gotta say something.
Yeah.
And it was on.
I expected you to mention Murda Mook. I did, and I noticed you kept it Philly.
Yeah.
But the thing with Mook, y'all had something that was going on. Could you give me some insight? Just something, because it seemed like it was severe. And I was in the building that night.
Okay.
He ran over Young Hot.
Yes, he did.
I was there.
Yes, he did.
And that was supposed to be your battle.
Yeah.
Okay. So what exactly happened? Why didn't you end up battling that night?
I was signed.
That's what it was?
I was in a contract. The same deal that we talking about?
Yeah.
I was in that deal.
So what was it that you had something to lose as far as image and shit like that?
Yeah, we was like, they were trying to take me from the streets to make me an artist.
Yeah.
We just flew from Scott Storch crib. I'm talking about this Scott, when Scott was Scott.
Yeah.
40-foot yacht Scott.
Right.
We down motherfucking Star Island, Miami. I'm at Nori crib in Miami. We getting verses from Nori, beats from Scott Storch.
Yeah.
Ain't had time to go. Nigga, we got $300,000 invested in you right now.
Right.
Ain't got time to go. No battle raps. So as he was popping his shots, it's like, It happened later in life. And I still didn't think that, I don't even think that should have been a setting. They say I won, of course, and that's fine, but I still didn't like the battle. I think it could have been in a different setting. I don't like that. I'm fine with doing that. Big crowds, all that people talking over all that bullshit. Let's get in an intimate space. Let's let these, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's let these bars speak.
Right.
May the best man win type shit. So, like I said, man, I got much love for Mook. I got music with Mook. these are my guys. You know what I mean? Like, I respect that nigga so much. MT Rex, all these niggas. You know, when the gloves on, but that's my guys.
Right.
Yeah.
That whenever a new battle rapper come out and he's picking up momentum, he has to battle read. Your name has to come up. It's like these dudes that grew up watching y'all on the internet. They like almost like fantasize about standing in front of the sensei. What you think about that? Because I noticed that you ended up getting it in with Easy the Block Captain, and he was building his momentum in the Northeast. And whenever somebody get hot, they just throw you into it. How you feel about that?
You gotta see me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not dead, and I'm out here and I'm active.
Yeah.
And you gotta see me. I'm the nigga you gotta unlock on Mortal Kombat.
So you with it?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm Bob Barker right now. I'm really trying to retire.
Right.
And focus on my artistry, be an artist, putting out records and things like that.
Yeah.
But I'm Bob Barker. You know, if the price is right, I'll pop out on you little niggas. But yeah, man, it's actually an honor to me, and I don't look at it in no weird way. Like, it's an honor to me, bro. You got to think about it. This is what, 22, 23 years later?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is a blessing, my dog. So, like, I'm not one of them dudes that like, yeah, they on my dick. Nah, I don't look at it as that. Every person that want to pitch, everybody that, yo, that's Reed Salute. That shit keeps me alive.
Right.
So, it's definitely an honor, you know. But you got to come see me. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, man.
Back in the early 2000s, before Instagram and social media really went crazy, it was like everybody's goal to be signed, to be a part of someone's label and shit like that.
Right.
How do you feel about the new algorithm that's offered online where you don't need nobody, you can just get on the road with your lady
and get busy
and go get you some money? How you feel about that?
I actually love it. What a time to be alive, because you know, I'm glad, you know, there's a lot of things, man, that didn't happen in my career. Like, I'm one of the dudes that's like worldwide known, saluted by all the GOATs, but like no one came to fuck with me. It's like the weirdest thing ever. But neither here or there, I'm kind of glad I didn't get caught up in that label shit. Yeah. You know, in my younger years, you know what I mean? I was able to just grind. You gotta think about it, man. For me to have the recognition that I have with no deal is impeccable. It's really insane when you think about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know, man. You know.
Shout out to you. One of the things that I have to ask you, because you stand in front of me, and I believe I asked Roscoe. Shout out to Roscoe P. Coaching.
Shout out to Roscoe.
Asked him the same thing.
Shout out to Roscoe.
What is it about wearing the title in Philadelphia that keeps the Philly MCs at each other's? They be at it. It's always been like that. It seems like Philly MCs feel like, if I pop here, if I'm the man here, that's it.
Right.
When we both know we got both coasts, we got New York City, the South got it. Why is it such an inter-Philadelphia thing where Philly MCs be at each other for the title of the guy in the city?
Man, I love that. It's a beautiful, ugly place. We got to get out of that crab in the barrel mentality, man. It just seemed like everybody that get the ball in Philly hog the ball. You know what I'm saying? They don't pass the rock around. You know, like, you got other cities like Atlanta that's lit. You know, they put each other on. You got a star-studded city. You know what I'm saying? It's bringing the city more money, tourism, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Philly, we get the rock and we hog the ball. I just, you know, it's an ego thing, man. We gotta learn to leave our egos at the door. You know what I'm saying? We did all that battle rap era, all that. We did all that shit back in the day. It's time to get some money now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. You know, I'm trying to bring together a couple artists that we haven't seen in a long time as well. I've been working with a lot of different artists that, like the Hollow Mans and, you know, Creed Fortunes and like a lot of them Philly legends that I'm bringing back out, man. But like, we gotta just put that ego bullshit to the side. Yeah, man. We all hot, man. Right. We all hot, man. Like Kiss said it. I remember Kiss said that shit to DJ Cosmic Cat, man. He said, "Yo, why you got all these fucking hot Philly niggas and you ain't like the DJ Khaled of that shit?" Yeah. It's insane, man. You know.
Is it the geographical lines? I've just been in the institutions. I know that that exists more than any city I've been to.
Okay.
The West Philly, Southwest, South Philly, North Philly thing.
Okay.
Has that always been an issue?
It's always been a thing. It's always been a thing. I can't understand why.
Right.
But see, me, I'm a little different. I can't speak for everybody's situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a leader of men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't just stay based in my hood. I got niggas from Northwest, South Philly. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, we conglomerate. So at the end of the day, you know, I'm not one of them type dudes, man. But Philly, we just gotta get out that mindset, man. You know what I'm saying? If you knew better, you do better, man. This is the reason why we stuck where we stuck at right now.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
How long you been an MC?
I was 10, 38 right now.
Right.
Yeah.
When I looked at your bio and seen that you was only 38,
Mm-hmm.
I thought you was my age. I'm 48. You've been
That's right.
you've been a part of this shit a long time. Like you probably been a part of this online hip hop media
Yes.
longer than.
Soldier Boy, I did it first, nigga. I did it first. So
Yeah.
I got the receipts too. YouTube tweeted me, so U.S. rapper Dollaz, the first U.S. rapper to go viral in 2006. The platform opened. I think we was on the platform like not even, maybe like a month, not even a month after it dropped.
It was 06 too. Was it the video when you up in the camera and Frankie is next to you?
Yeah, yup, that was the first one to go viral. The Green Oakland niggas hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, yup, touch it, Buster shit, touch it.
No doubt.
Yeah, that shit went crazy viral.
You mentioned Cree and someone else you just mentioned.
Oh.
I'd like to know Holiday.
Yeah.
Who was some of the people who inspired you? They could be from Southwest.
For sure.
Who was some of the people that inspired you to be an MC when you was a shorty?
Mm-hmm.
Who was the nigga?
I'm a music baby, so I'm just like a collage. I'm like a ball of music. You hear me? From R&B. See, I'm raised by my grandmother, so the records that was getting played in the house, not even just rap. You know, Anita Baker. You know, shit like that. We're talking Luther, Sade. You know.
Yeah, that good music.
That good music. So
Yeah.
it stems from there. It stemmed from there because I always had a love for R&B and soul. Then when rap came, it wasn't more so Philly people. It was, I think the first tape that I got that I locked in with was for my birthday. I got, it was written.
Okay.
And we had cassette tapes. I lived with that Walkman for fucking months.
It was written. Not
Months.
Illmatic, it was written. That says a lot about your age.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I had to go back to get ill.
Right.
Had to go back to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first tape that I got that I locked in with.
Yeah.
Heard a lot of music, but I'm talking about my cassette player, my tape. Yo, day and night, going to sleep to it.
Yeah.
You gotta think about this, a kid that's 9, 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the shit that Nas, the shit that, you know.
Yeah.
So it's different. It's way different. So I was really inspired off dudes like Nas. Tupac is my favorite artist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Of all time. You know what I mean? And I love, of course, the D Blocks, Jada's, Hove. You know, I'm from that cloth. That's the cloth. AZ.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Sugar Hill. Yeah, all that. Yeah, man.
That's the era I come up on, that hustler music.
That's right.
When
yep.
music actually had a dress code, the music that you was listening to,
Come on.
you could almost imagine what these niggas was wearing.
Come on.
Then when you see the video, it was confirmed.
Nope. You get like this and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. The time, the golden days.
Okay. I knew that when I was writing this, I'm a writer, I was writing this interview
Yeah.
days before you got here, and I knew that just from watching you, I knew that you was at a point where you was almost tired of people asking you about battle rap.
Yeah.
Tired of people asking you about THRU off the streets.
Yeah.
I know you tired of that shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's legacy.
Yeah.
I can't duck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's all good. It's all love. I'm more than that.
That's what I want to talk to you about today.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been doing to repackage yourself to let people know? Because I've seen people die with their first image.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Their first impression.
Thanks.
What have you done to break out of that, to let people know, man, I'm beyond a battle rapper and shit like that?
Well, right now I've been taking the time out. Own home studio. I got hundreds of records, so I've been releasing records lately.
Yeah.
Releasing my records, my singles. I got the distribution through the Roc Nation shit. I've been dropping videos, dropping singles.
Yeah.
So really, right now my goal is just to stay consistent with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, consistency beat everything.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, show these niggas like, nah, it's not just battle rap. Like, that boy can really rap. That boy really makes songs.
Yeah.
I'm talking about dope shit. And everywhere, too. Not just a one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can take it to the trap. We can go political. We can go fuck with the ladies. We can go over here to the struggle. We can do it all. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
That's really my goal this year. To just drop on you niggas consistently like bird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, get my motherfucking catalog up.
Right. You're able to get your situation with Roc Nation. That's pretty clever that you was able to do that. Was that based on your resume?
Just you know.
Because everybody want to be over there, whether they want to admit it or not. Niggas want that legitimacy.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, just once again another blessing. Me being who I was, I reached out to the homie Rel Carter, you know, whole nephew, and you know, he knew who I was. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, we fuck with you, man. I was watching your shit, da 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 da. I said, yo, I'm trying to get distributed, man. I need to get this music out to the world. And we locked in. We made it happen for me.
Did you have to take a specific body of work with you to present to them, or
nah?
They just took it off of.
He just took it off of who I am. He already know I've been flooding shit since flooding shit. So now that I have the distribution, I already done released. In the past month, I already done released 4 new records under there.
Right.
And visuals.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's time for the flood.
Oh, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to introduce you to hip hop consumers from other countries and shit like that, we go into places where they weren't aware of your track record in the battle rap world or online.
For sure.
What would be your Illmatic? What would be your masterpiece that you would reference someone who heard you for the first time? If you wanted to tell them, yo, go online and listen to this.
Right.
What would it be?
Right now.
Go ahead.
I'm just talking about right now as we speak.
Yeah.
I feel like the best of me hasn't even came yet.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. The shit that I'm about to unpack is retarded. So I don't even want to say, you know, right now I got 4 new joints. They all retarded. And I'm not saying it because of me. You go check them out. You go check out Dollaz, him. That's out on all platforms right now, video and single. Go check out Dollaz, OU1 featuring Raw Buck from D Block. General Vibes. I've been dropping crazy. They all crazy. So, you know, I don't want to really get like.
I was looking at that video that you have with Raw Buck earlier. Is
check that out?
Yeah, that's fire.
Respectfully.
Is that the one that was in all that trouble?
Yeah.
He come up out of that shit, huh?
Yeah, he beat that.
He gave it back?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him, man. Tell that nigga to holler at me, man. He got a story to tell.
Yes, he did. Shout out to Raw, but we gonna make that happen.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Plug that, yep.
Right. Who are some of the people that you like collaborating with musically?
I collaborated with a few people, not too many people. You know, I've been working with Flip a lot. I always work out down Houston, fucking with Lil Flip.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's my guy.
Okay.
That's my guy. We got a lot of music videos together, music together. Y'all can go check that out. Dollaz, Lil Flip. So I fuck with Flip. I fuck with a few dudes. Like, it's weird that everybody in the industry know me. Dudes might give a little shout outs on the internet and shit like that, you know, pay their homage. I grew up on Reed, but niggas ain't really, you know? Yeah. I ain't really locked in with too many rap niggas like that. Besides, you know, Philly rappers and shit like that.
Right.
Like, I never really had, you know, Flip was actually, and I gotta give him his flowers for that. He was one of the realest niggas, man. That nigga pulled up on my crib, you know? Pulled up at the crib with the family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We recorded, you know what I mean? And we kept that. We've been great for like the past 10, 15 years. That's what's up. So every time I'm down H-Town, I always got him. He always plugging me with shit, you know what I mean? This, that, and the third, but I don't really fuck with too many. I would like to work with people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm open for it. You know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is.
How did that play develop with the Rap God music video appearance? Did you just wake up one day and there it was?
That's exactly how it happened.
Niggas start calling you and shit?
Phone was on fire.
Yeah.
Twitter was on fire, trending. That's how it happened.
Have you ever met him?
Never.
But that's still a crazy acknowledgement.
like crazy.
Yeah.
Like crazy. Because you got to think about it. When he was on that table, And all them TVs was up there.
Yeah.
There was nothing but legends on the tables.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
remember seeing Busted, Biggie, all types of motherfuckers.
Right.
He come read. It could have been anybody.
Right.
It could have been you. I'm just saying.
Was it shocking?
Very.
He's like, God damn.
Goddamn. Goddamn. Like I said, it could have been anybody. It could have been Lux. It could have been Mook. It could have been anybody.
Yeah, that's the power of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I started out as a DVD before I got online around 2006 with everybody else when YouTube launched. I was a DVD,
Okay.
right? And I've been all over the United States and Europe doing this media shit.
Yes.
And I've had fans in places that I never would. Were you aware of how severely the content got bootlegged back then?
I caught it late.
Yeah.
I caught a lot of that shit late. I caught a lot, man. I caught a lot late, bro. I'm talking about monetizing all that. You know, like those videos that was getting uploaded, 6 million, 8 million views on one video. That shit wasn't on no $3 channel.
Yeah.
These are motherfuckers that beat me to the punch.
It happened to me too.
Yeah.
It took me a minute,
Come
yeah.
on, boss take a loss, baby.
Yeah.
But shit, I'm still out for revenge too. I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Support me in the direction of a good lawyer.
Right.
But yeah, man, like I was late on a lot of shit, so it didn't really hit me until later. I'm like, yo, this shit went everywhere, bro. Like it was every fucking where.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, man. Everywhere, bro. No bullshit.
If you could select the team, you remember how y'all went on the road to Harrisburg?
Yeah.
If you could pick your starting five that you would take on the road to Harrisburg, to DC, to LA, to Harlem, to Brooklyn, to battle, who would be your starting five that you would take with you?
Old and new.
Old and new.
Oh, let me see. That's a good one. Let me see. I'm gonna take my young nigga K Walker.
That's my man, South Philly, man.
Yeah, I'm taking Walk with me.
Yeah.
This is a great question. I'll probably go dig Rex up.
Okay.
Bring Rex out of retirement.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Legend shit.
That's three. Count
Clips.
you. You got two more.
I'll bring Clips.
Charlie
I'll grab
Clips.
Clips.
Great selection.
I might go grab my white boy A-Ward.
I ain't down with him. Where you from?
You ain't never heard A-Ward? Go check out Battle Out. He fire.
A Ward.
A-Ward.
Check him out.
A-W-A-R-D.
Yeah.
Yeah, we battle too. We got a dope little battle and shit, but that boy fire.
No doubt.
That boy fire. Last person. Fucking since I bought Rex out, probably gotta pull Mook out.
Mook is a GOAT, man.
Of course.
Of course. He continues to impress me, man. Like I be saying to myself, where do he be coming up with this shit? It's like he got like it's almost like he aging backwards and shit, man.
Come on,
Like
Benjamin Button shit.
Benjamin Button like a motherfucker. Like
Come on, man. That's what it's about. Fine wine shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I pull Mook out. That's my dog.
Do you think that once everybody launched their own battle rap league, it kind of like watered it down? There was a time when I was into that shit like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a little messy right now.
And then everybody launched a league, and it just became. It was almost like battle rap lost its mystique. Oversaturation is never a good thing.
Yep.
How do you feel about all of the battle rap platforms that just sprouted out of nowhere?
Like you just said, there's always the yin and the yang and shit. So for me, right now, I think it's good because you gotta remember, these are the seeds that we planted.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to eat from that tree
Right.
at a young age. I'm picking my fruit now.
Oh, so you glad?
I'm happy, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I was outside busting my ass for free.
Yeah.
We was running up and down there for free. I wasn't getting no pay off that shit. We was just getting buzz. You know what I'm saying? But so right now for me, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? To be able to plant those seeds. And now in my older years, I'm able to buy a home off of it. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife then bought a Class A RV off of it. It's a blessing. So for me, you know, I don't see the wrong in it, you know. But I do see the wrong in it because it do oversaturation. And it's like,
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, it's a business now. It's a business.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me about the RV. I was in a movie about a year ago. I was in a movie and I had to rent an RV.
Yeah.
It was my trailer while we were shooting the film. Take that motherfucker back, yo.
I'll tell you.
I did not want to take it back.
Pretty
Tell me
good.
what it's like, man. You taking it on the road and shit like that?
Yeah, me and my wife last summer we parked it up for the winter, you know. But the weather breaking now. I said about next month we should be pulling out to go somewhere. But just hate flying. I just try to cut the middleman out on everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? Possible.
Yeah.
It's like I hate flights. I hate TSA. You know, we play with them ratchets, so I like to move around how I move,
Right.
respectfully. You know what I'm saying? All that flights and all that weird, and then especially now planes dropping out the sky. But it's like, yeah, this just always been a dream of both of ours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like we had it, like, yo, let's do it because it makes sense. We artists. It's our hotel. It's everything. Like I literally, you got a big enough driveway, I'll pull up and live with you for a month, and they ain't even gotta see you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that having that as a perk is definitely a blessing, especially for artists. Like I said, independent. We on the road, we moving around and shit. So we pull up on anything, pull up anywhere.
I wasn't gonna say nothing about the guns, but you mentioned it, and I was just on your Instagram
Legally
page.
dangerous, yeah.
What is all them hammers about on your page, man?
Oh man, it's just my hobby, man.
You collect assault rifles?
Yeah, I'm a shooter, man. I'm a marksman. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about killing people, none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guns don't kill people. You know what I mean? People kill people.
People kill people.
So at the end of the day, it's a tool, and I just love the mechanics of it. Always love guns. That's just something. It's like a nigga that build sports cars or little Legos or do puzzles. That's my
Right.
therapy. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I was blessed. Shit coming from where we come from. I was blessed because we was running around reckless as young dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And thank God that little placement thing actually saved me because rap really saved my life, bro. Because if rap wasn't there for me, it was placement, it was juvenile placement, 18 months, I probably would have came home with some shit. Now I'm 18. Now it's like, now I'm up top.
Straight to the penitentiary, yeah.
Rap said, no, okay, damn, I could be on the road or I can go over here and do this and do that. I was taking my opportunity, so it really kept me out the streets a lot throughout my, late teens, early 20s and shit. So that shit really saved my life, man. But I was blessed to not get no felonies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was blessed for that, so I'm gonna abuse that.
Who's some of the niggas, I want to give some people some flowers. Some of the guys that didn't make it, they aren't high profile for rapping, but you might have battled them in the youth study center. You might have battled them when you went to juvie and shit. Go ahead and drop some names, man. Everybody watch my shit.
Crazy. I really, and this ain't no cocky shit, I really ran the placement.
Yeah.
But it was one dude that was super nice, my man Tahoe. I think he passed away some years ago. So if
He was from Philly?
He was from Philly.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, man, rest in peace, Tahoe. He was super fire. My man Pete Mobley, you know what I mean? He was up the placement with me. He was on the basketball team, but he also rapped. That boy is fire. It's a few hot dudes out there. My old head Nino, that's the one that really inspired me to even do this shit before placement, before all that. Where I wanted to rap from was Nino. Nino was like he had the best dribbles and he was one of the best ball players in the hood, and he would rap. Like he had two talents. And I remember just like we all be out on the corner store and this nigga had like 50 niggas around him in a circle and everybody just at the bars. I'm like, yo, I want that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like really, he was Mr. Miyagi at the time. Shout out to Nino. I go to that nigga like, what you think about this? He was like, yeah, that shit alright, young boy.
Right.
3 months later, what you think about this? That shit getting crazy, young boy. Third time, young boy, what the fuck?
Right.
I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely inspired that shit.
What juvenile spot did you end up at? I did Vision Quest. I was
up the Quest too.
For real?
Yeah.
I was in Medicine Horse Lodge with Oskino. He was a little younger than me. I was up there.
We was on
Franklin?
I was on Seaway.
Okay.
I was on Seaway. It was only for the holding.
All right.
It was for holding until they took me up to the placement. But I
Yeah.
went up to Summit Academy.
Okay.
They sent me up Summit.
No doubt.
So yeah, man, we was up there in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean?
You know they ended up closing all them joints?
Yeah, I've been seeing that about like sexual weird
Yeah,
shit.
they
and all that crazy lawsuits
they
and shit.
sent me letters and shit, man. Like I spoke to a lawyer, but
Yeah.
I was a basketball star at the Quest. I ain't do nothing but play ball.
Respect.
So I didn't have no stories of being nobody dogged me out or
Right.
nothing like that.
Right,
but
right.
yeah, they shut a lot of them spots down, man.
It's crazy because that's something in my older years that I said I probably wanted to go back and do. Maybe like be a staff member out there.
Yeah.
Go fuck with the young boys, man, and fuck with the youth and try to get back as much as I possibly can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was in that space, and I always said, you know, in my older years, you know, fell back from rap.
Yeah.
That's something that I think I would probably want to go do, even if it ain't the summit or whatever. Just go fuck with the youth, man, and try to get the young boys some game.
Right.
For sure.
What do you think about what has become of Philadelphia? What I mean by that is this. I've had this discussion with my homies and shit who are from Philadelphia. When I encountered Philly in 1992, it was about being pretty. Everybody had on the soft toe Exo Fit Reeboks. Everybody was in Sergio Tacchini sweatsuits. This was City Blue was the shit.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
And now it's like young niggas don't even know about that part of the Philly legacy. I don't see young niggas with the beehive no more, with the hustler haircut and what happened?
It's over.
What happened?
The culture, man, is music, man. Just music is people don't understand the power of music. Music really controls the world, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially in our black communities, man. These young boys, they listen to this. The type of music that they love nowadays is like, you know, the down south, more the drill type shit. You got young boys in Philly now trying to get wicks in their head like they from Florida.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what happened?
We're losing our identity. You know what I'm saying? We're losing our identity. And Philly was always known to be a unique place. We always had our own slang words and shit like that. I came back a few times the past couple months and I be listening to the young boys talk and shit, and they just be like, yeah, you know, this, that, and there, we gonna slide on phone them. And I'm like, on phone them? We don't even got no GDs and BDs. Like, it's weird. Like, but, you know, it's the culture. It's that music, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to the Rack. Them niggas fucked the world up. They ain't even just Philly.
They fucked the world
Them
up.
niggas,
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit real. Everybody poo, shiesty, mask, and all that crazy and shit, you know. You know, the mask only came out when it was needed. That's the whole point of wearing the mask, so you can put your face back in the public the regular way and blend.
Yeah.
Because you wore the mask. You don't need to wear the mask every day.
Every day.
Fuck.
Right.
But, yeah, man, you know, times change, man. Shit change.
I just seen there's the platform on YouTube called American Confidential. I love his content, right?
You know about it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the Puerto Ricans in Philadelphia got their own drill culture. Is you aware of that?
I'm aware.
I didn't know that, man. That was shocking like a motherfucker. Like, how long has that been going on?
That's probably fairly new, maybe over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, I've been going for Philly for about 7 years now, so I'm still always tapped in. That's home.
Right.
But I would say that happened in the past few years. That shit really started forming like that. But you know, the Ricans always had their section in Philly. Period.
True story.
You know what I mean? Badlands. They always had their own section of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So you know, it makes sense that they're gonna rap. They like, fuck it, it's the poppy drill. You know what I mean?
The Philly Ricans are different. They're
no bullshit.
different. When I first went to Vision Quest,
yeah,
that was my first time seeing real gangster, tough guy.
No cap.
Ricans that'll punch you in your mouth and shit. They didn't give a fuck that you was black. Like, they'd go in the closet, mop closet.
They got cousins.
Yeah.
They got cousins, bro. No cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was placed in those poverty places right along with us. Who you see right next to us? The Ricans. You know what I'm saying? So they like cousins. We accept them. It's like a brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I mean? They want us.
2025, we heading into the spring and it's about to be summer in a couple of months. What you got on your agenda?
Flood. That's all I'm doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm back outside like I got a point to prove and shit. You know what I mean? Like really though, because I dedicated so much of my life and so many years to battle rap. So now it's time for me to be the artist that I want to be. And show the world that I can be. You know what I mean? Don't put Reed in a box. You know what I mean? I played in 2 games. I'm a legend in 2 games. Like Jordan, he went to golf and then he, you know, back to balls. Like battle rap. All right, cool. I did that. I bow out gracefully. Thank you. Appreciate the flowers. But I gotta get this music out. So right now, all 2025 for Reed is just all about flooding. You can follow me and like stay updated. Follow me. We've been dropping. We just dropped 4. We're doing every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We ain't playing. This year's up.
No doubt. Before we get up out of here, I want you to tell my viewers where they can find you at. If you got a website,
For sure.
where you at on social media. So if somebody had any intentions of booking you or getting some money with you, they know how to reach you. Go ahead and drop.
For sure. It's Reed__Dollaz. That's it. I'm a gram type dude. You know, I got the Twitter stuff. I barely tweet. You know, I don't really tweet and all that shit like that. I don't really do the TikTok and all that stuff. So you can really find me on the gram.
Yeah.
Everything you need to know about me is on the gram. All the new music, keeping up with me, everything is in the bio. If you want to hit the email, do some business for bookings, whatever. But yeah, that's where I'm at with Read__Dollaz Instagram.
I'm gonna drop some game on you because I'm an internet nigga. I make a living on the internet. I'm getting drug money on the internet.
Respect.
True story, right?
Bullshit is out here.
My nigga, you gotta be on all them platforms that you say that you don't really use.
Yeah.
TikTok,
I know my people's
Twitter, like you gotta get on all of them joints, man.
No bullshit.
For real, like
Utilize all that shit. That's real.
the Instagram is so powerful and relevant,
Right.
it'll just make you feel like you don't need nothing else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But them other platforms,
Right.
they're equally powerful and they monetize. I just got a check, direct deposit to my PayPal a couple of days ago, and it said Facebook. I'm like, where the fuck did this come
I
from?
be getting those from Instagram and shit.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even know, man.
Yeah.
That fucked me up. I'm
Off
like,
the reels and all that.
for
shit.
real? I'm like, man, I'm on it now. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I needed to see, man. No bullshit.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Yeah.
Nah, but you on point. I'm gonna get on my people's be in my ear too. Like, nigga, stop playing me to be on TikTok and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on my shit.
Lastly, when you look around this room, you see a lot of hard copy
Yeah.
media. You got vinyls. These are all underground guys. 38 Special.
Okay.
You know who that is?
Yes, sir.
Rome Streets.
Okay.
The underground is a space where I operate and get busy at.
Come on.
But this is the underground commerce. This is my album right here. This is a compilation. Roscoe Pico Chain is on here. Planet Asia is on here. A bunch of legends is on here.
Fire.
Have you tapped into that side of the game? Bringing back, because we can't get rich on the streaming platforms. You gotta have an abnormal amount of streams to get some real money.
This is true.
Have you tapped into this? Have you tapped into actually putting out CDs?
I
You can go
haven't.
back to those freestyles that you did back in the day
Right.
and put them out. Did you know that we can get paid like this?
No, that's crazy. I actually haven't tapped back into that. You know, it's been a minute since I even probably touched the goddamn CD. It's crazy how, you know, time be flying and shit make you feel like shit's so extinct. But yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Start pressing shit back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's money there, man.
Yeah.
They got websites, man, that specialize in vinyls and shit like that. The overseas market,
No bullshit.
it's
yeah.
pandemonium in Europe.
Hell
It
yeah.
is. Like,
Hell yeah.
whatever you feel that hip hop is over here,
Right.
it's 3 times as extreme overseas.
Crazy.
So I just wanted to share that game with you, Reed. I
Nah,
appreciate
sure.
you
Appreciate that.
appearing on my platform. This means a lot to my resume. Shout out to Roscoe Pico Chain for pushing
Shout
us
out to
together.
Roscoe and thank you for having me,
And,
brother. For real, bro. We
It's
appreciate
been
it.
great. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
My man.
You know what it is? Iron Sheik, aka Abdullah the Butcher, aka Akbar the Rockstar, aka Warlord, aka Black Adam. Fresh out the South Bronx, fresh in the flesh, official shit you down to the bone bristle. Y'all now tapping in with Gully TV.